Hello. So we are on. I'm going to share this out. I'm just going to try to share it out. There. Okay. Let's do this. All right. So maybe we should share this out to one more or so really quick. Wow. Heard me talk, huh? Right. Hello. Okay, the stream froze. Yes. Hello, CJH Entertainment Plus. It is so good to have you on. And now I am here. I'm Alena Chapman, and I am a shaman, and also I channel as a shaman. Yes, okay, it is back up. Yes, it is. What I wanted to do today, because I channel the Council of the Light. I will explain what that is again. The Council of the Light is from Source or God. It is Source and God. It's part of it because that is what heaven is. It's joining to the greatest creative force, right? And becoming one. And part of you is always there, which you don't even realize. Isn't that cool? So here we are. Hello, hello. So when I am channeling, I'm actually channeling from Source. Thank you. Source or God or whatever you call God. It doesn't matter. It's all one. And so when I am channeling, whoever is on, very nice to meet you. And anytime that I am channeling is when I am channeling from Source, which is God, and all of the higher echelon, the ascended masters and everything else. I'm going to get very quiet and I will tell you who will be on with us today. Would you like that? Ah, you're an Aries. Ooh, don't want to make you upset. Anyone who grew up with, I don't know what a matter daddy is. Sorry. Do you like stray kids? I've never heard of a stray kid. That is an interesting term. Hello, Angular. So glad you're on. I'm getting some things I don't even know, but here we go. Hi there, Sean. Glad you're on too. Okay, so 1 minute I'm going to get quiet and say who is there. Okay, Selena, she is back. Yay. Okay, hello. Thank you, Selena. Mary Magdalene decided to come back, so you're going to get lots of love and a higher understanding on how to connect yourself. Thank you very much, Mary Magdalene. Who else is with us? My Indian guide is here. Yay. He is always very informative. I know he is very healing. So somebody in this feed is going to need healing. So that's fantastic. Hecate is here. Yes, yes. Hecate, yes. And we must have someone who loves the magic because Hecate is incredible with that. And always Archangel Michael and always Joan because they are my guides into everything. And Tom. Okay, so that's true, Lo, but I'm pretty good nowadays with handling my emotions. Very good. Well, you are, Aries is also an action taker, which is a wonderful thing to have. Oh, did you see my dog? Yeah, this is one. And this is Ralphie. And he is a 14-year-old golden doodle. He's my old man. Yeah. And he likes to come when I'm channeling and put his nose into the camera. So you're getting a little bit of that too. And I don't know if you can see him. Sure, I can show him. You want to see him? Yes, yes, yes. Ralphie, do you want to say hi? Hey, say hi, big guy. Yeah. See, that's my Ralphie. And Sammy, my other little dog, he is sleeping over there and he's 15. We've got a lot of older dogs. Hello, Priya, 143. Welcome. All right, so I gave you the ones who are going to be on the channeling today. Yeah, he is cute. Archangel Michael visited my dreams last year to protect me. Yes. And I keep seeing 666 everywhere last year around the same time. Very interesting. This year I've had strange dreams too, like earthquakes. You know, CJH Entertainment Plus. It's, you know, you might be a dream you might get visions in your dream that prophesize, and that's very interesting. And Archangel Michael is absolutely, yes, he has taken me, because of him, and my guide Joan always takes me on incredible psychic journeys where I help people. I heal souls. I cast out negative energies from people and curses and demons and all that stuff. I also close portals that need to be closed. I've done so much, but it's always with Archangel Michael and Joan. And I don't go anywhere without at least one of them in the psychic realm. Only because I've had a lot of times where Joan has saved me from something, like someone trying to attach to my spirit. So yeah, because the day after the earthquake dream I saw on the news, there was a major one. Yeah. Now, isn't that cool? What you need to know is that because you have this gift, and it is a gift, but with every gift, we have to learn how to not let it take hold of us so strongly that we suffer with our emotions from it, right? And so especially with a gift like yours, it is very hard, because usually a prophecy has some type of calamity, and that can cause you to get very upset. And what you have to learn, and you have to accept within yourself, is that you are prophesizing, you are seeing, and you are giving people a chance who believe to escape or to prepare or whatever. But you cannot absorb it. It is not your responsibility to stop the calamity, because you can't. And I know you know that logically, but sometimes when we absorb something, you just have to be very careful that you are not absorbing what you are seeing in your dreams. And it sounds really cool. I mean, now, do I have that gift? Not yet. Not yet. That's one gift I do not have. So there you go. I've had a little bit. My mother had that gift, and she hated it. She was scared of everything, which is so silly. Because when you fear it, then it runs rogue. That's the one thing. If you have a gift, folks, and you have a psychic gift of some sort, and you're scared of it, then it just goes, not rogue. It runs rogue. One of those words, right? It runs rogue. And what it can do is then it just creates havoc in your life. Learning how to understand your psychic gifts, like one of prophecy, then when you understand how to not absorb, or when you're very empathetic, you tend to absorb people's emotions. If you do not understand how to let that go and to process that and not hold that energy, you can cause yourself a lot of grief. So sometimes the prophecies change over time too. Yes. Well, you know why? It's the same reason when I channel and everyone says, "Oh, is Trump going to win?" The council does not like to tell you who is going to win, because just in the fact that they tell you who will win will actually cause it to change, because people will think, "Oh, well, that's okay, I don't have to vote," or you know what I mean? And they change the prophecy by not voting. Isn't that interesting? I get what you mean. You are totally right on with that. Totally right on. Okay, so today, and I'm so glad you're on, Sean. I know you have. Everyone sees 666 in the like or views on YouTube. All it means is that you're watching too much YouTube. Or if you're not watching YouTube, you're just getting warnings. That's all. And that's okay, because if you've got source behind you, and you always have, You always have your guides. And I only started working with my guides, and I started working with the Council of Light. But the thing was, I have always been protected. And we all are. And what it does is, what you need to do is just have belief. I have been in incredible situations which would scare anybody. And I didn't, it's not that I wasn't scared. It's just that I didn't know what else to do. I didn't have any resource other than belief to get through that situation. And I just believed. And I just said, I need help. Please enter in and help me. And bam, I was okay. I've seen incredible things in just knowing that I was protected happen that nobody could believe, right? Yes, yes, and in real life too. And if you're not watching, it's just a warning. Anyway, so I love that you're all on. Hello, hello, hello. So let's talk a little bit. Yeah, so like I said, for those who know me, you know that I really, that was a trippy thing. That is trippy. I agree. Yeah, they are kind of weird, aren't they? Yeah. Sometime I'll have to share a story when I lived in a very bad house. Well, it was a beautiful home, but it was very, very, that's where I learned how to deal with negative energy. I mean, you know, I came home and all the candles were lit. I came home one time and there was a hole in the wall. I mean, they were bad. And I had to learn how to deal with it because they were possessing parts of my family. So I had to learn how to deal with it. And it was my guides and Archangel Michael that helped me. So yes. And a wonderful person here on this planet who also taught me. So to connect. So anyway, enough of that. I'll tell that story on another time. It's kind of a fun paranormal kind of thing. I can tell you lots of those fun things. Anyway, but right now we're here about channeling. Now, like I said, and am I getting the up-to-date comments? All right, I would like a question from this wonderful audience. I think I've died multiple different ways in my dreams and have had many near misses in the real world too. Interesting. We should chat sometime. Very interesting. You probably have. I wouldn't be surprised. You are very protected, and for some reason you are here to do, and probably those near misses and those died different ways is probably what's prompted the gift of prophecy. Yes? I wouldn't be surprised. People come back with more gifts than they had when they left, and it's because a glass ceiling has just been lifted. Oh, I love all the ghosts, and oh, thank you for sharing. That's so cool. All right, guys, I love talking to you. I can talk to you all day. I've seen, feel, know, and see many, many things that blow many people's minds. I know, Sean. I know you do. I know. You help many people too. You help them to conquer their own personal demons, don't you? And that's a good thing. Yeah? But it's very important. I've been told by many people that I tend to hold myself back, that I have lots of potential. Yes. Yes, I would agree. Yes. So what I would love, Priya, this is fantastic. Oh my God, they are so cute. Very, very cute. I thank you for sending. It's very cute. You can send them all day. I love them. For CJH Entertainment. I think I know you. The thing is, I wanted to answer your question. I'm going to go back. Yes, you do hold yourself back. And that's what I help people with. So sometime I can help you if you want. You know, there is no fear as long as you work with guides and Archangel Michael or a spirit that protects you like that. Sometimes it's Gabriel, sometimes it's not even an archangel. Sometimes it's Hecate has helped me many, many times. So as long as you understand to call those in, and I can help you with some of that. And just, it's a belief thing. It's really a belief thing. And it's a trust, a humongous trust. And when you have that trust, then it all starts to bloom, right? Because you know and you trust divine source. We're not taught that. We're not taught, and that's why you don't have it. We are not taught to have that trust. I once had a priest ask me, how do I do the things I do? And see, so they don't even have it because there's so many dogmas and fear put around that you need someone else to connect for you. You need that you're not worthy, or that it's another world, or it's an old man sitting in a chair, right? And that is scary, that we do not have that connection, because we do. I don't know if anybody knows this, but with the channeling that I do, this channeling, I am talking to source or God. And it's all, and I told you the ascended masters that were going to be on today. And I told you about all the guides that were going to be on. Sheba, my lion's also going to join. And all of this is, Kay, what? I know, Kay. And I mean, if I had that belief system that I can't connect, or that this is too far above me, or I'm not worthy, then I wouldn't be able to do this. And it is society. Yes. And a lot of people have trouble letting go. And that's when they come to me, you know, because I know that when you connect, I live totally guided, guys. My whole life is guided. Things happen that blow your mind. I've seen pure magic happen in front of me. I was guided to where I live. I was guided to pick up that dog from, a bad situation. I was guided and led there, and actually just guided with urges and things that they wanted, even actually voices. I've been guided out of bad situations. I am totally guided, and I believe it because I know it, and I feel worthy of it. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so let's talk. I'm going to take a sip of Buddha tea. By the way, I'm going to do a wonderful video on this stuff because it cleans out your blood, cleans out your digestive system. It's really good. It's good for your heart. Yeah. And I learned it from a monk, a Buddha monk. So I'm going to share it. I should always pass forward, right? Yes. And they do. They watch over you. Yes. They do, of course. Everybody's being watched over. We are all connected. And if we are all connected, then we have everything that wants to help us. The thing is, we have to ask, believe, and trust. If we stay in only the asking place, but we don't believe, trust, then we won't believe when it comes in, right? We won't believe that it's coming right to us. Hi. So what I want to know is if someone has a question. We have a lot of people who want to discuss what's going on, and I love that, and I can keep going this way. If someone asks a question, I will be happy to connect, and they do say they do have a message also, so I might just connect and take a minute to connect. Would you like that? But light always disperses the dark. That's what you have to know. Always. It just does. And also the dark and the light, it's a polar opposite. Yeah? A polar opposite means that it carries the characteristics of both. They are so extreme, they actually carry some of the same characteristics. That's a polar opposite. So, and it's also, where do you define? There are so many different variations there. Where do you find when it's dark and when it's light? Polar opposite. That universal law just fascinates the heck out of me. All right. I will do a wonderful little, I got to get quiet. Let's call them in, shall we? All right. Hello. We are here. We are here to be with you because we want to tell you first off, as always, because we don't think you totally believe us in this. We love you. That you are loved, unconditionally loved. That you are totally accepted for who you are right this moment. It does not matter what you have been through. It does not matter what you think about yourself. You are loved. And we have a little message for you. And we did tell Alena, because on the last live that we did, so many had questions and they were scared to ask. And what is so important right now is that your questions get answered, because what we want more than anything is for you to ascend, to be like Alena and be curious and to ascend to us, because only in that will you have the higher understanding and the fear will vanish. And we are trying to scatter that fear away. Because when you have fear, it keeps you from us. We cannot, you are closed off. We cannot connect because the fear just keeps you in a bubble. And we are all around you, but you're in your head feeding that hungry fear, right? So we will say it again. You are totally loved. It does not matter who you think you are on that planet. We know your spirit. We know. And we are home. It is not a place that you have to live well to get in or feel like you have to pass a test. No. We are where you are from. We are what you are still connected to. We are all of time and space. We are everything around you. And when you decide to come home, you are welcomed with open arms. We are here for you. We are rooting you on because we understand that this world is a tougher place. It's where you learn the biggest lessons, yes? Biggest lessons and the biggest contrasts to what we know in the light. And the more contrast you learn, the more you elevate the whole universe. So why would we punish you for not having those experiences or for having those experiences? That is nonsense. Pure nonsense. We have a question. Yes, my question is, will we be judged in the afterlife? We are answering that. We heard you. CJH. Alena thinks you're very talented. Yes. You will not be judged. You will not. And there is no so-called hell that you are punished in. Please. There is a place where lost souls go. There is a place where the darker energy likes to be. But it's a choice. It is not home. And the ones who are lost are only because they are too scared to come home. Because they've been told there's a test. You have to be worthy. You are all worthy. Alena has been there twice. She can tell you what it's like. And her description of it is actually accurate because we made sure of that because we wanted her to share her experience. When you go to the light, when you hear the call and see the light, and you see that loved person who has come before you, there to help you on the journey, go. Do not ask. Do not feel guilt. Do not think, oh, I don't know if I'll be allowed. That is so, no, don't let it come in. Come with an open heart. Know that you are coming home. And you will get reunited with this beautiful soul who is walking you up into our light. And you will join Source itself. Your soul will mend with millions and millions and millions. You will feel the peace, the joy, the happiness, the love, the overwhelming love for you and for this whole universe. Yes? And as far as someone who says Satan, is there Satan? Yes, but it is not what we praise here on earth. It is not all evil encompassed. And there is no, it is very sad. But we are happy that you are very happy in your belief. Yes? Yes. And lost souls are the ghosts that you see. They are lost. Or the souls that you see that are caught in a loop because they died in a traumatic way and cannot get out of that loop. All of that is what Alena likes to call the gray zone. We call it the first zone. Honestly, if I met the part of me that had so much trauma and anger and hatred, honestly, I would be mad if I met him in the afterlife. As you heal in this life, in this plane, now that you have the knowledge to do so, CJH, it is time to heal those sections, to allow them to go away. Because when you hold on to any of that, if you are holding on to any of that, and we are speaking not only to you, but your comment has brought forth something that needs to be said for someone else in this feed right now. If you are holding on to any sort of emotion that is anger, guilt, depression, you are actually causing your physical body harm. And you are altering your own DNA in the body. Yes. And this is not only from us, because we have now given this knowledge to scientists. You can look this up. But if you let go, it will help you on this planet to stay more well. It just makes sense. Everything is energy. Spirit is energy. Energy is the vibration of the emotion you send to us. Energy is everything of the creative force. It is God. Everything is energy. And you are in a body that is made up of energy. So if you are feeling with an emotion that alters the vibration of energy, why would it not change the energy in the body and thus change parts of the body? Yes? Think logically. Do you see? Satan does not want anyone to bend to him or her. We do not want to see this belief go forward. No God that asks for constant honoring. It's not honoring. It is belief and trust that we want, because then we can help you. So please stop that nonsense. So we must see that when we do not let go, we actually change and we make yourself, your body sick. So it is time to let go of that. You are not meant to hold on to these lessons. And when you let go, you get the greatest gift of all. And that gift is what elevates the universe. And that is the higher lesson of each thing that you have been through. And when you learn that higher lesson, but you must detach from the drama of it. And when you detach from the drama of that lesson, you see all of a sudden a higher lesson. And then it disappears. Because that's all you needed to learn. You can detach from the traumatized inner child. Ask Alena, she will help you. It's a process, but it's not a long process. Not a long process at all. She does work with souls, and that's what she does. She helps to heal souls, which is the inner child. Yes? Yes. She would be happy to help you. We hear her. Oh, it is all right. Do not worry, but thank you. It is just a person who has a belief system and is trying to understand it. Yes, because it's a hard one to understand. Anywhere that you are only honoring and do not feel, and do not totally know that it has power in your life. You have to honor because you do not have the trust and belief. Yes? And we have some who say they're religious, but they are in the same boat as this young man. Energy brings forth energy. We want to make that very clear. Energy brings forth energy. And any kind of energy that comes through, we do not label as good or bad. God or source is a creative source. And if we started to judge that, we would judge every creation you made. And that is not the purpose. The purpose is to create and learn. It is in the choice of how that energy is used that creates either good or bad. You have other nations, other worlds that give you such valuable knowledge that we have asked them to share with you because they know the knowledge and Earth does not. And at that time, it was important for them to bring that knowledge to you. We do not say that that knowledge is going to be, we are not in control of how that knowledge is used, but we know the knowledge is needed. So other worlds share that knowledge. Now, some of that knowledge gave you energy, and other parts of that knowledge was used for war. Now, that some of that war was to save people. Other parts of that war were not. We do not guide by good or bad. We do say that there is lower energy, and lower energy is whatever keeps you stuck in something that you don't love, keeps you stuck in not understanding that you are a creator and an experience seeker, and that you are a spiritual being who is here to learn the contrasts. You are totally of spirit. Do you understand? And because of that, yes, you will create good and you will create maybe something that's not what you think is good. But we do not like to say that energy is good or bad. It is all in what you perceive and use. Yes. And we are not mommy. We are spirit. And we are of source and God. Yes. We hope you understand that, because that is very important. But we value your comment and we value your question, because we're here to make things clear. Yes? Yes. We are going to see, yes, CJH. It is projection on the part of the person who thinks it is negative. When you are in the light or in heaven or with us, joined with us, you will understand all this, but you are finding your way back to us, which is why we are explaining. We're speeding up your process. We understand that. But we feel at this time that it is important that we speed up the process just a little bit, because your Earth is in a big transition. And you came down here to be part of this transition. And if you wake up just a little bit more, then it will be a wonderful transition. So that's why we are here. Yes. And there are so many. Who else? Let's see. You would like to be a ghost and stick around for a bit. Do you realize, that brings up a good point. Do you realize that when you decide to pass over to us and come home, that we actually allow for you to settle up down here? It's hard, we know. This is all you have consciously known, right? So you have time to visit people you love, other souls that you love, or to settle something, or whatever you need to do, or just get used to the spiritual being that you have now become. But then you will see a light. Some see a light right away, but you usually have about 2 to 3 days that light will be there. It's only when you refuse to go that it will close. Yes. Because, Delta Fly, you are talking to the ascended masters of the light, of heaven. You are talking to Source itself. or God. And we are trying to help you to ascend and give you so much faith and belief and the beginning of trust, because it's important now. Yes, you share that with Alena. Alena loves movies, yes. And yes, we would be very surprised to see her not go to a movie theater as a ghost just once. Your Bible does talk about God, and it does talk about ascended masters. Yes, we are in there. We're not quite the form that it is always portrayed in, but yes. Yes. Now, that is an interesting thing all the way. So many diseases that you see are people who have opened themselves up to ghosts or spirits that do not have a home or have not come home. And that is a very interesting concept that we would love for Earth to understand more. And with that, just numbing them does not help them. And there is no judgment. We love you. We do hope to get that through. It is unconditional love, because you already are spirit. You just don't remember. It is unconditional love. And we are not a woman nor a man. We are spirit. Alena has come here as a woman, but we are everything and nothing. We are energy. And we are one with Source, and or God, as you like to say. And we understand it is hard to believe what you've been taught for so long. But that's why we are speaking. And that's why we have persuaded Alena to let it be heard finally. We have unconditional love for you. And we understand that it is hard to give up what you have known for so long. But you have known that you are a spiritual being and connected to us, and how much we love you, and we are by you. Even when everything just seems so hard, we are right there. Yes. And to miss that in your life is just so hard. It is hard to be just by yourself. We understand that. And you were never meant to be totally by yourself. And we are so sorry that you feel that way, because you went further from the light and further from God. Yes, yes. Narcissism is caused from a humongous feeling of betrayal. Now, that is not all. Betrayal is an incredible feeling of being lost, right? That's lack. It's a feeling of lost, abandonment, and when you are in that lower vibration, we have a harder time because it is very low. We're there, but you can't hear us. And you get lost in it. And there are others that can feed on that. Yes. Yes. But they will not stay. Not if you start to know that you do not have to have them. Yes. Bazrar, I do not know. We do not understand why you need a shout out, but there you go. It is so nice that you are here. Do you have a serious question? We talked enough about this people that are having a harder time believing in this unconditional love. Yes? Yes. And CJH, it is all right. Everyone is in a different waking up process. We have to have tolerance and love for everyone, even if they do not believe, because they are spirit. And because it's hard to believe this, but we guarantee they are you, you are them. And trying to make one person believe in another way in itself is showing insecurity. It is enough to be who you are and believe and allow that to shine in you and out. And it's in the everyday things that you do, in the kindness, the little kindnesses, the little kindnesses that you show, the ones that you help, the really beautiful acts of just walking into the store shining, or into the workplace with peace. Having peace in your heart and an openness in your heart and a non-judgmental nature. That is the only way that people will trust and want to talk to you. It is the only way that you can show what it is like when you walk in the light and with God and with us, and understand that you are part of us and God. Yes? And we are the Word. And it is unconditional love. And anything that proclaims to not be unconditional love is energy fighting itself. And it causes wars between energy and itself. It is very silly, actually. But it causes much grief. It is time to open your heart. It is time for you to raise above what you think. Yes. And people do just need to know. It's in the what we do and how we act and how we bring forth the love. If you always walk in life knowing that it is unconditional love, then when you see someone who does not think like you, you will handle the situation totally differently when you understand there is unconditional love. And the harshness will be gone. And the judgment will be gone. And that's when bridges can be formed understandings can be reached. And if they cannot, you have done what you possibly can. Yes? And that's all we ask. Yes. Yes. It is seeds in your actions and your deeds and your words. Yes. Exactly. We know that someone out there is thinking of suicide. And you do not have to comment. We want to share with you something. And this is a message just for you. Your life is precious. And you do not realize how much we love you. And if you want to come home, you may, but you have so much to still experience in this lifetime. You have so many cycles that are breaking. You have been doing such magnificent work so far in your life in breaking these cycles of past times, and that you have been reaching a bigger place in your heart. And that heart is what is so important at this time, in this place. And we understand that you feel the world's grief. We understand that you see the darker side of people. And we are asking you, because your heart is so precious and so big, to allow it to just believe in itself. And that you are not responsible for the sadness in this world. But just by being yourself, your funny, creative, incredible self. And that is enough in this life. You take on so much, and you are such an empath. Allow yourself to say, I do not need to absorb this energy. I only need to shine and help them to be relieved. I do not need to be anything else. I am enough. I am enough, and I am precious. If you just start to see that part of you, let go of all the others. You did not cause it, and you are not responsible for it. You are welcome. You are welcome. Reach out to someone. Reach out to a therapist. Reach out to a shaman. Help your soul to heal. Help you to feel peace around you. Have Reiki done around you. Yes? Yes, it is time. And that will help you get rid of all that responsibility that you don't need to have at this time. But you are loved. You are so incredibly loved. And we want to see you complete your mission. Okay? Thank you. You are so very welcome. It is not your burden. See, you have friends. You have people that believe in you. That's what it's about. Yes? Yes. And for all of the beautiful people there and the beautiful souls that are out there, we do hope that you also received some of that message, because it is not just for one person. We know that a lot of you suffered through something that is going on in your life that you don't even need to take responsibility for. Let it go. You have to start seeing the preciousness in you, and to see that you are here. You are here to create an experience. You are here to taste the rain on your tongue. Seriously, have you done that? You are here to talk to the animals. You are here to run from the wave. You are here to hug a tree. You are here to help somebody who is down on their luck. You are here to share the beauty of yourself with others in your artwork, in your actions, in everything, in just being the beautiful you. And you have to let go of anything in you that says you are not. Yes? And when you start to understand that, that is when you will understand your place in the universe. That you are spirit. Yes? And meanwhile, you are creating something beautiful in your world. It is in the creating that you will find yourself too, because that's why you are here. It will take you on the journey, whether you're creating a business, a piece of artwork, a community of love. It is in that creation that journey will teach you the lessons of more love, of more beauty, of more why you are here. And while it is so easy to say, if you just know one being and say that is all the responsibility that I want to take in this world, and not develop your own beautiful spirit to meet it in a way of beauty and unconditional love, and think that is I only have to believe in one thing, is not being part of what we are supposed to be part of. You are being misled onto a path that causes it more difficult for you to come home to us, that makes it more difficult for you to truly believe in times of trouble, and makes it harder for you to ask in the right way. We understand how hard it is to believe. We have so many people that are stuck in dogmas. We understand that. It is funny how they now are starting to come to Alena to ask, because they see that there is more. It is a time for you. And it is only an understanding that love within yourself that you will start to understand that true unconditional love. That love for your children will become unconditional love. That love for other people will become unconditional love. But it has to start with you. Because if you do not love yourself, how can you even understand the concept? Yes? CJH. Important. Some of us did reach out, but we went even deeper, where others stopped before going deeper. We like that comment very much. And why did that happen? Because when some reach out and they just believe that they're being answered and watch for the signs and the opportunities that we just put right in front of them, and they trust that they are worthy, then they do rise out of their situation. They do rise out of their anger. They do the healing they need to do to be able to connect. They do these incredible things to reach the love inside them. And others go deeper because there is that lack of belief and true trust. And your world teaches so much punishment and shame, which is great for controlling, but not so great for love and healing the world. Yes? Hello, Familia Rosa. We are so pleased to have you. We were going to address someone, but they do not want to be addressed. We will honor that. We will honor. We will not comment on the Bible because so many believe it as it is. However, there is much missing. And man has allowed power to be more important than love. It is love that will show you your gifts. It is love that reaches beyond this reality. If it is not born in love, then it is not of God, and it is not of spirit, and it is not of universe. Yes, you are right. We have gone through a time of, we understand. And those that have formed power and those that have formed control, we know that it is creation. We understand that it's creation. It is not wrong or right. It is how it was used. Understand? Very important. Well, Jesus is part of the masters that have ascended, that are here, or often comes. Yes? Yes. Supernatural. Sounds like one of your superheroes. You are spirit. And you are here for a wonderful earthly experience of learning contrast, of creating, learning the art of creating, and experiencing things that you don't experience that create the contrast of what you know in the light. It is so very simple. We do not understand how it got so confusing. Yes? Yes. It is a very good dialogue, and we are so happy. Rhonda is not here right now. We can call Rhonda in if you need. Right now, the ones, well, all of us that are here are Archangel Michael. I am here. Selena, I am here. Mary Magdalene, I am here. Tom, I am here. Thank you, Tom. Rufus, hello, Rufus. Chigmanga. Chigmanga is the Indian guide that is here. That is who we have right now. And they are talking as a group. Yes. Selena. Selena is a spirit. I will have her. Hello. I am Selena. I am spirit of the moon, the stars. I am the one that brings you all of the astrological. Yes. It is so nice to meet you all. And I am so happy to be here. And I am the one who is told to be the divine feminine. But really, I am just the one that helps you facilitate inner knowing. Yes. Yes. So, with all of us here, we are very happy to be able to answer your questions. And this is a time that we have left for answering the questions. You have brought up such important issues and such important beliefs that we needed to address. And we do hope that we have brought you clarity. Because a little bit of clarity, and it may not hit you now, but we hope you remember it when you need to remember it. Aquarius. Aquarius is a beautiful, beautiful astrological sign. It is one of creativity in its utmost. It is one of new worlds. It is one of love. It is one of a higher dimension. Yes, we love Aquarius. And Aquarius is what we are trying to bring you into. We are trying to bring you into that higher dimension of understanding the unconditional love and the innovation and the creation and building things from beauty and helping others and that unconditional love. Yes? Yes. Hello, Jessica. What a wonderful thing to be able to bring forward to you. Aquarius, yes. It is a wonderful sign. It is one of who is always searching in a sign. If a person has Aquarius in their birth, they are one that is always seeking knowledge and higher reasoning and higher understanding. They are one that knows that there is such. They also are one that wants to see a better world. They are one that wants equality and sharing. They have innately a knowing of cohesion. Yes? Yes. It is not did we misunderstand? Did we see you coming? We saw you coming in here. Do you mean as Aries, as a sign? Hello, Victor. We would like to answer a serious question. Thank you. It is time that we understand the unconditional love. Even if you believe in something else, unconditional love is universal love of any sort. It is of all other nations. It is of all other worlds. And it is of the light, or heaven as you like to call it. It is what everything is based on. That is a wonderful question. We will see if we can simplify. the creative source of all being and of all time, the Great One, God, whatever you have chosen to call that creative source, has been before all time, before there was light and dark, when just energy. There was no other world because it was the creative force that formed all universes. If you can stop thinking of this creative force or a God or whatever as a person on a throne on a hill, and we see that you do that, some of you, it's okay, but then it is very hard to understand that it is a creative force that is in everything. It is a creative sport. It is creative in the way that it creates energies. It is in every tree. It is in every reality that you create. It is a part of everything you create. It is alive and vital. Do you understand? Because, very good question, because that creative energy source is energy. Energy, no one really knows as far as in your world, but we can tell you energy has always been around. Energy has always been caused by just sparks. Energy is time and space. It's just there, and it cannot die, and it's not created, it's just there. So here is an interesting thing. If energy is just there, then when you are creating, are you creating new energies? When that creative force creates, is it creating new energies? Or is it just directing energies? Or is it even directing energies? We do not want to answer that for you. We want you. That is our question to you. We want you to think. No, not necessarily, no. No. Your black holes are energy. It is just there. It truly is. And all beings came because of a simple desire to direct that energy. Do you realize that? All animals, everything. But it also can disappear just as fast. It is a hard concept. Keep playing with it. CJH. Yeah? You think that something always has to be, what is that? What's that saying you always say? Everyone always says, the chicken and the egg. Well, there is no chicken and there is no egg, but there is always something there for them. And it has always been. It's before the chicken and the egg. And it has always been there. And timelines do loop. The creative source, or what you call God, is where it all came from at the beginning. That's right. Yes. Yes. And if that is so, then we are merely directing energies, correct? Knowing and believing. Wonderful question. We want to answer this one. Very excited. Knowing is consciously knowing. You know that there is God or source, right? You know that there is because you have been told, because you can consciously think, yes, because it has been proved in my eyes because of the Bible or whatever, right? So you know it consciously. And you honor it. Belief is the understanding that it is active in you and around you. And when in times of trouble, you do not doubt. You say, this is not what I want. Are you there? God, can you help me out? And then you're done, you're out. Because you so firmly believe that there can be no other way. You do not have to deal with that situation anymore. Alena did that several times. And it has gotten her out of so much. She once got lost in a city after being in the hospital. She got dropped off at the wrong place in a city. That was a dangerous city. And everything was closed. And she wasn't quite with it, so she didn't realize it. And her phone would not work. Did she all of a sudden panic? No. Even though there were two men on a bicycle getting closer and closer to her and nobody else around. But Alena has been with us for over 20 years, so she has belief and trust. And she leaned against the building and said, I did it again. I'm in a mess. I need help. I know you will help me. And when that person came very close to her, she stood tall. We were so proud of her. And she said, hello. And that allowed us to shine through her that she is not to be touched. And that person, because of her belief and her openness and her total trust in us to solve the problem, we shone through her in this bright light, and that person on the bike smiled and said hello, signaled to his other person and left. That is the difference between knowing and having total trust in us. Do you understand? Yes, it is on. We are answering questions for Satir. Yes. My friend, you can ask and then believe. Yes. Trust and belief is just what we described now. It is knowing that we are with you every minute. And trust when you are in any sort of situation that needs us, we are there. And then do not let doubt come in. It is your doubt that raises you out of the vibration, out of the reality that we can help you with it. Yes. And you have to understand, by your choices, you create a new reality. Do you see that? So if Alena had stood on that curb and asked us to help and then said, oh, I don't believe they're there. It would have switched. There's a fun thing for you to think of. It would have switched the reality. It would have switched the reality to where she was in trouble, that those people on the bikes might have robbed her. Yes? It was her trust in us and belief that formed the reality where she was safe. Dreams. Dreams are all sorts of things. For many, dreams are a release of what is going on in their subconscious mind, because they are in a place where they're only dealing with their subconscious mind, okay? And believe it or not, your belief extends past your waking hours. Your glass ceiling to us, yes? So that is your subconscious mind. And sometimes you may be going through something that your subconscious mind needs to release. And so it does. However, dreams are also used for us to send messages to you. And sometimes it's not even important that you remember the whole dream. It is what you feel when you get up, the energy that you feel. Do you feel an urgency? Do you feel creative? Do you feel that you must solve that problem? Do you feel love? And sometimes, such as with you, CJH, who has opened to the dreams and understands that there are messages there, then we can actually send true messages that you will comprehend and thus prophesize. Do you see? You have opened that to us. Does that help you to understand? Yes. What is the in-between waking and sleeping? Because I've heard my name called out in that state of mind. That in between walking and not awake. Oh, waking and not awake. It is hard to read when we are channeling. And Alena is trying to read and then translate to us. So be patient. Yes, let's see if we can discuss this. When you are not awake, but you are not asleep, you are in the most precious zone, because all clarity and all messages can come in that time. That is what so many call the sweet spot in transcendental meditation, or what Alena teaches in the breath, to get to that spot. It is a wonderful place. You can get totally energized in that spot, but it is a place where we can talk freely with you, and we can help you with visions in that area, and we can relay important messages because you are at a place that is very open to us. Now, we do ask that it is important for you to put a white light around yourself before you go into that meditation or that waking space, so that when you do not get outside forces such as ghosts or whatever, or other people's energy. You know, other people's energy does permeate other people who are open. So you want to put a white light around yourself so that you are enclosed in that beautiful purity of light and of the universal light, right? And then you will have everything you need. You will gain new visions, new ideas, new higher understanding. That is a wonderful spot. Do you understand? And it is us that is calling out your name. So yes, make sure you put a white light around yourself too, because we do know You know, we do know that other, but they are not calling your name. We are. Yes. Yes. Not only are we calling your name, but try to follow after that, because we are sending you a message. Ah, CJH. We are so happy that we can do this because you bring up many, many things. Yes. When you, that's the other part of dreams, or even that sweet zone, that a lot of times you can jump realities and time zones, mostly realities, because it's not on this plane unless you see a version of you future or past. That is time. But realities, yes, you can jump many realities in your dreams. You will, just like energy, you understand that all time, the only place that has real time is here on your planet that you have developed. But everything is happening at the same time. It's a very hard concept to understand. And so then you will go to, in your dreams, into another place that you are doing something different. Now, is that not confusing to you? We don't tell people that right away because it's very confusing, but it is true. And that's why we say what Alena did at that city stop at the midnight or 1 o'clock, because of her total belief, she chose a reality to live that was already in process. And it was one of belief. But she could have not believed, not trusted, and doubted, and then got into another one. Wow. Huh? But that is your subconscious mind. And yes, if you need to get rid of that stuff, that's the first stuff to come. Yes. Yes. Yes, of course. Exactly. Because you need to get rid of it. You know? Yes. So that is one thing that you need to shed. If you shed that, your prophecies will increase, your messages will increase. But yes, whatever is hanging up in your subconscious, why when people come to Alena, the first thing she does is to help you get through that stuff. Why? Because she wants to open that flower, which is you. And each thing that she gets rid of, it opens up the petals. She likes to use that, and we think it's very fun. So she opens it up, and you have a clear passage to divinity. And that's why she does it the way she does it. And that's why some dreams are very weird. We agree, because we see some of your dreams. Yes, we see people's dreams. Yes. Yes. Beautiful souls. We understand that Alena gets tired, and it has been some time. And we have to give her a break because we know how hard it is to keep this vibration for her. And she is tired. So we are going to retire. We will be back. However, we want to leave you again with something, with that love. We would not be here. We would not ask Alena over and over and over to talk through her. And we only chose her because she's worked with us for so long and she felt safer. But it still took us a lot to get her to do this. And why do we do this? Because right now it is so important for you to know that we have such unconditional love for you, that we are here with you, and that there is nothing that you need to fear. And it just allow yourself to feel the unconditional love. Tonight, before you go to sleep, or before you go into meditation, or while in meditation, allow yourself to ask and feel the love that we have for you. Allow yourself to just feel it surround you. You should do that daily so that you can start to understand what spirit is, what God is. Yes? And then it'll be interesting to see how the questions change. Have peace in your hearts, beautiful ones. Have faith and trust. We love you. Okay, everyone. This is Alena. I am back. Yes, I am so glad. Yes, my sign above does say dream. Yes. It's very ironic. Hello, Victor. Yes. Oh, thank you for coming on. So, I'm sure that they gave you some, they do like to give puzzles. I'm sure that they gave you some puzzles, but I also know that they gave you some wonderful advice. And I do hope that it gave you some clarity and some understanding. And all these people asking, I have no idea, dear, and I don't really concern myself with that. Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Yes, I have been working with them on all the psychic journeys I go on. And they are the ones that gave me the confidence. And yes, it's spirit. It's just spirit. And everyone they are very patient with me. And they are patient with all of us. That's what the unconditional love does, yes? And the trolls, there are trolls. I don't understand the thing about the hair, but whatever. But a lot of people who only want to believe one way that they have been told forever. And yet if the light, I think, deals with them better than I would. And they don't, the light does not mind, because it is in that, even if we can place a seed of something different, yes? And also, I do want to say there are so many that say they are the Council of the Light and are channeling, or not so many, I've only seen 2, but they talk about war and they talk about this God that they believe in. You know that that is an altered belief. You have to open totally to whatever they are saying, and that is the true thing. You cannot put your preconceived beliefs into the channeling. I don't even know how they do, because it's such a massive force that's coming through. There's no way. But if you have a heavy subconscious mind, just like your dreams, it's amazing how you can alter even the beautiful message of Source itself, yes? And don't get me started on that. I'm not as good as dealing with the trolls as the light is. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know people were asking for money. Well, anyway, let's not worry about that. This has been a wonderful live. I think we have reached many people. CJH, I am so impressed. Sean, I'm always impressed. CJH, I am impressed. Yeah, you are growing in all sorts of ways. If you want anything and getting rid of anything or grow even further, you can look me up on alenachapman.com. But for a while, just be happy watching some of these videos, okay? I'm so happy. Just having one say that makes it all worthwhile, or 2. Victor also said that. Okay, I am going to stop now because I am tired. I am new to this massive force of energy and it does tire me out. And I do have clients tonight, so I must do my own meditation and I must get my energy back. I love you all because I do understand that unconditional love, and I do love you all. And I want the very best for all of you, and I want you all to grow and to understand how much you are loved. Okay? Namaste, my beautiful friends. Namaste. Bye-bye now. Oh, and yes, I can't keep track of all these different apps. Okay.